Oh.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to This Week in MLS, presented by Target. Hey, I hope y'all had a lovely Labor Day. Did you have a nice Labor Day?
It was fantastic,
yeah. You look well rested.
Thank you, yeah. Mostly rewatching episodes of The Movement, as usual,
of course.
And BTW.
I would expect
in
nothing
between,
less.
Of course, yeah.
So dedicated to MLS.
Course, yeah.
Okay, so guys, we had kind of a short week, abbreviated week of MLS action because of the international break, but that doesn't mean we have things to talk about. So let's get to our twin takeaways.
Let's get right to it.
I'm gonna let you go first this week, because
Really?
I'm feeling generous.
Okay, well, I'd like to start us off with a big congratulations to Kei Kamara. His first hat trick and his 100th goal in MLS. That's quite a milestone. That's a big one.
It was a big one. It's hard to believe that this was his first hat trick for
as
many goals.
You remember
as
his
he
last
scored.
opportunity in Columbus ended up being the...
Had to go there.
Yeah, we won't talk about that one. But yeah, he steps up in this one. Big 4-0 win for the Revs. Kai's able to score in a multitude of ways.
Yeah.
You know, I think those 100, if you look at them, most of them come off crosses. That's where he's the best. But in this one, he's able to get in behind, stretch the back line, a little bit of combination play. New England plays a little bit more that way than I think he'd probably like always, or that would suit his style. But 3 goals is always a big feat. And 100 goals in your career, you get a signed ball from the whole team for that.
That's pretty cool.
And you
I
get,
didn't know that.
Some love on
I love
This
that
Week in
little
MLS, of
nugget.
course.
I love that.
Well, that's one of the cool parts. Just let me dive. This will probably get cut from the show, but
please.
I would just say that, like, it is cool that, you know, Kei Kamara is a guy that grew up in
Sierra Leone.
And then he came and lived in Southern California, and now he's like battling for the Golden Boot with Javinko, and played against Drogba as hero, and used to work at the StubHub Center, and now scores 100 goals in MLS.
And also used to work where? At Home Depot? Is that
Yeah,
what you said?
StubHub Center, yeah.
Can we talk about his goal celebration? The failed goal celebration? His little like skateboard trick?
SoCal grind on the skateboard.
But did you see what he
Yeah,
said afterwards?
Yeah.
He used to build those things.
Yeah.
At Home Depot.
No, he's a hard-working.
It's great. No, he's got a great story. Happy for Kei. He's a good dude, friend of the show.
Absolutely.
Okay, my takeaway?
Yeah, what's yours?
My takeaway. I'm going to talk about the Chicago Fire, who had a big road win against Montreal. They win 1-0. They were winless in their last 4 games. So this was kind of a good way to stop the bleeding for them. This game had Schweinsteiger written all over it. He was everywhere, making plays. He also had the game-winning goal, a really nice game from Matt Polster as well, who had the assist. And I think people were kind of starting to panic a little bit in Chicago, what's going on, and we talked about it last week, but I feel like getting all 3 points on the road against a Montreal team, who, yes, we're coming off that loss to Toronto. I just think it was a good moral boost for Chicago and a good opportunity for them to kind of right the ship.
Absolutely. Schweinsteiger leading the way.
Yep. All right, so let's get to the big news of the weekend was the U.S. men's national team taking on Costa Rica on Friday, and this was a huge World Cup qualifier for them, a big 3 points at stake. You know, at Red Bull Arena, felt pretty good going into this. You know, all the build up to this game was talking about how good the chemistry had been in the locker room, how this team is really sort of gelling, and then the product on the field left a little to be desired. Calen, they lose this one 2-0, and suddenly there's a little bit of panic I feel setting in.
Really? With the U.S. men's national team?
A little bit.
Panic?
People are starting
You
to
don't
hit
say.
that button. And so I watched this game. It was incredibly frustrating to watch. I'm very curious to get your thoughts. I just thought at the back it was kind of a mess. It felt like Jeff Cameron and Tim Ream were just not on the same page at all the whole game. And
Yeah.
I don't know. And I kind of feel too that first goal, Tim Howard maybe could have done a little bit better on that one. I love Timmy, but this I don't know.
I think when you look at this one, there's obviously individually, I think a lot of guys can improve upon their performance. It's not their best days. You want to look across the 11 and feel on a good day, 7, 8 guys for sure are giving their best performances. On a great day, you have 9, 10, 11. This one seemed about maybe 4 or 5 at most, so not the best performance as a group, but I wouldn't say there's a reason to panic. Now, that's not what people like to hear with the U.S. men's national team, because there's always a reason to panic. But for me, they're going to be able to go down to Honduras. I think you'll see a more maybe restrained performance. I think part of the problem is once they got that Urania goal, the U.S. had to push a little bit. You see Jeff maybe pushing to play out of the back a little bit more than usual, taking some risks that ended up coming down. And give Costa Rica credit. Urania takes his chance as well. Yes, maybe not the best strikes of all time, but you know, you put a shot on frame, you have a chance at scoring, and he did that.
He sure did. So as you mentioned, the U.S. are going to take on Honduras. Honduras, Panama, the United States now all kind of in a logjam in the hex right now. How important is it for the United States to get all 3 points? I mean, I know there are still a lot of scenarios where even if they draw, they can still advance. It's not a dire situation as of yet, but I have to believe that if they don't walk away from this game without all 3 points, it's gonna feel like a loss for them.
I don't know about that. I think it's such a tough place to play. Going down to Honduras is one of the more difficult venues to play at. Just with the heat, the humidity, it's going to feel a lot like Houston.
Really, really hot.
And there's a couple Houston boys down there, Kyoto and Elise, that are going to have something to say about this. It's interesting now, you look at these U.S. opponents, most of them, the top strikers, are now playing in Major League Soccer because teams are going and scouting all these guys and getting them down there. But this is going to be a difficult one for the U.S. I think you'll see maybe a more experienced group getting a shot. Hopefully a couple changes, I believe. Potentially DeMarcus Beasley slides in on the left, and I would see, of course, Josie's going to be out due to yellow card accumulation, so I think Clint Dempsey will get a shot from the start. Yeah, no more the super sub.
No more super sub for Clint. All right, we shall see. We shall see. Well, you know, let's get to it. Let's get to our favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I know what it is.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Where is it?
Where is it? Oh, it's up here.
Get it.
Did you see that?
I like when it's up there.
Nicely
Just
done.
get a nice
little stretch, little good stretch on a Tuesday. Sorry, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Holiday week. My did you see that is, you guys, the LA Galaxy won at home. They won at home. And Jazzy Zardes scored his first goal of the season. They win 3-0 against Colorado, who, yes, have not been playing great. But for LA, this is a nice little win for them. Good for Ziggy. You know, maybe an opportunity to kind of right the ship.
You know what else it's good for? Dom Kinnear, who I'd like
to... your boy, yes.
Assistant a little strange seeing you down in LA, Dom, but yeah, happy for him. Hey, two of the best managers in history. We said where we're going to watch where they end up. In the same place, so good for the Galaxy.
It's a good tandem.
Also good for the Galaxy, Alessandrini is back.
Yes.
Doing what he does best, causing problems, scored the penalty, and then created the goal for Jossie.
Yeah.
And that's big for Jossie, for a guy who hasn't scored in over a calendar year to get on the score sheet, and it's the way you want it, a quick one. You don't have any time to think about it, get to the back post. If he keeps getting that movement to the back post, Alessandrini is going to find him. So Jossie keeps scoring goals.
A little nugget, 350-minute scoreless drought was broken for the Galaxy.
Second home win at
350 minutes
this year.
Scoreless.
Yeah.
Man.
I missed my chance to go after these guys.
It's crazy. It's crazy,
Yeah.
Calen. Okay, what's your did you see
that? Mine is from the Dallas game. Dallas comes back to draw 2-2 against the Red Bulls at home.
What a great game this was.
They go down a man early in this game, I believe somewhere around the 35th minute. Quick couple yellow cards and then down a man, but then fight their way back into this one. There was a crazy scramble at the end of the game. Zimmerman off the post. Coleman almost gets that one, but you know, we talked last week about their rivalry week match against Houston. They give up a goal in the first minute and they give up a late one. You worry about a team, I said, that does that because they're too experienced to be making those types of mistakes. This one, the opposite. Show their resolve and fight their way back into this one, pushing to the very end, down a man. And we should also give a shout out to Mauro Diaz, who comes back and he's been out for a little while and gets a nice penalty.
Nice penalty.
Top shelf.
Oscar Perea said after the game too that this was a remarkable win.
Oh yeah. He also gave a lot of love to Barrios, who deserves it.
Absolutely.
They pushed him up the top. That boy can run.
Yeah. So that was for Dallas fans. I feel like they're going to feel really good about that one.
Better.
Guys, I told you, this is a short week.
Yeah.
This is all we got. It's all we got for you. But thank you so much for watching. Remember to get in those comments. Like, subscribe to this awesome YouTube channel because we've got a lot of good stuff on here.
We got great stuff.
Yeah,
don't say good stuff. We got great stuff.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your short week. We will see you.
Let's go, USA.
USA.